just before we went on break, Paul here, Paul Nanna, Dr. Paul Nanna, I must remind you of that. It's not just the herbalist or the babalawo that all of us. He's a properly trained medical doctor. Well, he was just trying to give examples of what you need to do with water, and was talking about cancer and how, from his own experiences, a medical person handling, cases like that, patients with such, infections, how water has actually helped. And he was talking about gallons of water you can drink and all that. Now, but just whilst we're on break, something just occurred to me. You kept saying God put there, God did, God, the God factor seemed to have also, popped up, in all of this discussion. And I can recall fountains of living water that's been referring to God or something or whatever. So where are all these God elements coming from?
Well, it's been a long time that we
that we start together.
Yes, I'm also a pastor in the Redeemed Christian Church of God.
So,
and
so you've
I've
got
to make
revelations?
reference, of course, revelations, and I've got to make reference, to the Bible, to God. You see, because He started it all. He started it all, and immediately after creating man in Genesis chapter 1, verse 29, he gave what I call the Genesis 1:29 diet. All right?
What is that diet?
That diet is based on raw vegetables, fruits, seeds, nuts, grains, and their oils. And those are the kind of things that people like Methuselah ate. Methuselah, the oldest, the man that lived the longest, 969 years.
By the recording in the scriptures.
Of course, yes. Those are the kind of things that they ate, and they lived so long. And so that tells me that if we want to live long, we go back to the Genesis 1:29 diet.
Now, but Paul, we cannot discountenance the fact that prior to biblical revelations or biblical writings, humans lived, the Mayans, the Chinese, they had whatever, must have been their own diet. And they lived for so long.
No, well, it couldn't have been prior to. It depends on your school of thought, as it concerns creation. All right? So we believe that God created man. So wherever you come from, whether you're a Chinese or
whatever,
wherever, life began when God
after that creation.
And so my reference is to that diet. These are the people that ate it, and this is how long they lived. And looking at the components, I'm doing a lot of research on the components, chemical components of the human body. You will understand. In fact, one of those things that will help us very well in alternative medical practice is to understand those chemical components and their optimal levels. And when you have them in correct quantities in the body, I dare say that there will be no disease.
Now, so if we are looking at the chemical components, where or how central is water in all this? If you have, because that actually is the key now.
That's right.
So the mystery will be to unlock
That's
the
right.
very level, the very percentage that the volume of water you have in your body will keep you to live to be Methuselah. Is that?
Well, we may not get to. We may not get to that. We're not going to. Water is central in the sense that transportation in the body is by water. All those chemicals, all the hormones, the nutrients, the gases, carbon dioxide, oxygen, they are all transported by water in the blood.
Body.
That's right, in the blood. All right? So it is very important for us to have, because, and all the cells have water, all the tissues have water. We need a lot of water in the blood to transport all of these things. That is why it's important that we must not be short of the optimal amount of water that we should have.
On the average, for a healthy human body,
Yes.
Male,
Yes.
what amount of water should that?
Well, everybody knows that you drink about maybe 8 glasses of water. But nobody talks about the size of the glass.
Will it be this?
This for instance, is slightly bigger. And some come with very little things that
Yes,
they used
yes,
to
attach to
serve,
hold it, yes.
gin and whiskey those days. All right. But I say, for instance, that between 2 and 3 liters of water. And that's easy to calculate.
Yes.
One
yes.
bottle of the big bottle.
Yes, it's a liter.
Is 1.5.
Yeah.
It's 1.5.
5 liter. Yeah.
Yes. The smaller one is half, is 0.75.
Yes. Yes.
All right. And then we have the other one, which is about 50.
Yes.
Okay.
50 cl.
50
yes.
cl. All right. 50 cl. So drinking about maybe 8 of that. You can use that to calculate how much
of water you
are drinking a day. And it's not to be taken when
Lightly.
you are thirsty. All right.
I think you should speak to the to our
Well,
audience.
water should not be taken just when you are thirsty. Like I've said before, when you are thirsty, you are already dehydrated. The problem is with dehydration. So nobody, you wake up in the morning, we all know we should take 1 or 2 glasses of water, which is correct, which is very good, which is recommended. We should do that. And maybe 1 or 2 hours after, we take a glass of water. A lot of people talk about, should we drink water when we are eating? Depending on your practice, if you had a glass or 2 of water 2 hours before your meal, then 1 glass of water with the meal will not cause any problem. Will not cause any problem. Too much water, whilst eating, yes, indeed, can cause some problem and have caused problems for people. But drinking 2 hours before, 1 hour at lunch with the meal,
yes.
and then 2 hours after the meal, another 1 or 2 glasses. And then we should practice drinking water, a lot of water in the mornings, and begin to reduce it towards the evening.
Otherwise, bedwetting will become an issue.
Well, indeed, for the younger ones, but not even bedwetting. What about waking up every hour or every 2 hours to do a wee? Yes. So to avoid that, so that you can also have the full benefit of your sleep and rest that you deserve, then you must taper it down towards evening.
I like your practical approach to this. So it is not like a religious observance that if you don't drink the water, then you have committed a sin or something.
Well, I say to people, for instance, that the way we eat, the way we cook our food and kill them is sin. It's actually sin. I think
Pastor Nanna, your congregation will soon take off, because I know quite 50% of them will probably have refrigerators, will probably have deep freezers, will probably have microwave ovens. And now you're saying to them they're committing sin with the food they're eating.
I incidentally, I said it in church yesterday.
You told them?
Oh, of course I told them.
And they didn't walk away?
No, you cannot walk away from the Spirit of God. I'm inspired by the Spirit of God.
No, please, don't say it anymore. Otherwise, I'm sure half of my audience watching this program will probably say, no, but seriously.
I've got to say
seriously, yes, okay. Seriously, you're saying that we need to watch or manage what we eat better than what we're doing now. That's what you're saying.
You see, in my experience, to answer this question and add to what we're just saying, it will be difficult, and I found out that it will be difficult to have total change. But what I say to people is that add something else. Eat more fruits, and we have fruits.
And they're very cheap.
More vegetables. Eat the raw ones. I remember somebody saying to me, that thing doesn't seem to be cooked years ago. Somebody you may know too, but and somebody said, that's too much leaf. Am I a goat? Yeah, I say to them now that if you take a goat to eat all of that and live long, that they just found a goat. Yes, you see, because we've got to add some more vegetables to that rice. Add some more vegetables. Yes, don't just eat all those oil. And rice. Rice is all starch because it's polished. It's all starch. All right. the white flour products, they are not wheaty, and so it will cause problems. So introduce some of these other things.
Add value to what you're eating.
That's right. And there's some controversy as it concerns some of the drugs, for instance. And the question is, are people not getting healed because of the additional water that they use in taking the drug? All right? So a tablet is to be taken 3 times a day with a glass of water. Have you not just added 3 glasses a day, which you were not drinking before? Is that probably why you were healed? And we believe that plays a role, because you've added...
turning around, yes.
Yes, you've added 3 glasses of water.
So what
you
normally
would take. You probably weren't drinking before. But 3 glasses of water will make a difference. All right, so I don't come down hard on people that you must change. I say add something to it. For those, regular lifestyle, add something to it.